Time now for our political roundtable. Today we have Democratic strategist Howard Franklin. He has worked on campaigns throughout the Southeast, including his time leading Andre Dickens' successful 2021 campaign for Atlanta mayor. He now leads the consulting firm Ohio River South. Howard, I want to get your thoughts on the interview we just saw with Christian Wise Smith. You've got a lot of experience in Atlanta politics. What's your big takeaway?
Yeah, sure. I think Christian's put himself on the ballot before. He's obviously familiar with running for this position in particular. And I think what I'm expecting from him is to show us a little bit more than just and I think in the interview he did some of this really to present his own vision for the office, but also how is he going to get that message to the largest county with the most voters in all of the state of Georgia. I haven't seen a whole lot of that yet, but he's got 4 more weeks.
What does the Trump campaign have to do to try to flip the state back red? I mean, Biden seems like he's trying to get black voters to get behind it.
He absolutely is. I think there's a lot of energy and effort being put forward to that point. I think that the polls, rightfully so, scared Democrats, right? They didn't know that they were falling as far behind, especially in really important battleground states. I think Nikki Haley voters are tremendously important. 77,000 or so decided to still cast a ballot for her in the presidential primary, even though she had dropped out of the race a week or two before. I also think that, the president's national politics have to come to some degree of stability, whether that's the war in Gaza, whether that's how inflation looks and feels to average Americans, average Georgians. I think he's got to do 2 things at one time. One of those is really addressing some of those bigger national issues, but then also spending time, supporting surrogacy, et cetera. I know there's a tremendous number of events by folks in the White House and other prominent surrogates coming to Metro Atlanta, coming to Georgia the next few weeks.
And we are, just because we're running out of time here, I want to shift gears once more, Mark, if you'll forgive me. We got about 20 seconds left. I want to ask you each this answer in just one sentence. The biggest issue to Georgia voters in this election cycle is going to be
I think the economy is always going to loom large over a national election, so I'd say the economy as well.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for that conversation. We appreciate your expertise and insight.